Both small and large car companies manufacture sports cars that reach a wide audience. Some companies produce supercars that only millionaires can afford, and there are only a few companies that make hypercars, which are not for IT startup founders, but only for the exceedingly wealthy, such as those with oil wells. There are many companies that make fast cars, but I haven't made a dedicated video about them, not even for Porsche or McLaren. However, there is one company that compelled me to make this video, and that is Koenigsegg, founded by Christian von Koenigsegg. This company has broken all speed records of any production car and has been a challenge for Bugatti, which is backed by VW. With only 500 employees, this company has achieved so many innovations within 3 to 4 years that not even Lamborghini could accomplish in its entire history. A car from this company is priced at the cost of a multitude of Ferraris. In this video, we will explore Koenigsegg's history, the speed record attempts of their cars, and their innovations. So, stay tuned until the end. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to our channel, because when you do, it motivates us to create more videos of this kind. Let's start the video. Christian Erland Harald von Koenigsegg was born on July 2, 1972, in Stockholm, Sweden. Just 5 years later, the petrolhead within him awakened. At the age of 5, Christian von Koenigsegg watched the Norwegian animated movie Fluklipa Grand Prix with his father. In the movie, a boy builds a sports car from scrap and wins an F1 race. Although it was a fictional story, it left a lasting impression on Koenigsegg, and he decided to start a sports car company. He didn't just dream. He began creating these in his childhood. For instance, he built a go-kart at a very young age with his father's help. To maintain his passion for cars, he started selling mopeds at the age of 15. However, the car business is very capital-intensive. Thus, when Mr. Koenigsegg wanted to start a car company, he needed a significant amount of capital. To raise the funds, he started a frozen chicken business, where he bought frozen chicken and sold it to buyers for a profit. He achieved early success and became a prominent frozen chicken businessman in Sweden. He earned so much money from selling frozen chicken that he could finally make his childhood dream a reality. In 1994, he founded a car company named Koenigsegg. Mr. Koenigsegg wasn't an engineer, so he hired a team of engineers. And within 2 years, in 1996, he launched his first prototype, the Koenigsegg CC. It looked so impressive that it rivaled other supercars based solely on its appearance. Just 2 years after their prototype, their first production model, the CC8S, hit the market. The CC8S was produced from 2001 to 2003, and only 6 units of this car were made. From the very first car, their intention was clear: to make the fastest car in the world. The CC8C, with its 655 HP engine, could reach a top speed of 390 km/h. The speed they claimed in 2003 was so fast that many sports car companies have not achieved this kind of speed in their production sports cars, including Lamborghini, Porsche, or Ferrari. Indeed, Ferrari produced 2 cars faster than Koenigsegg, but both were not road legal and were made for racing championships. Interestingly, the Koenigsegg CC8s used a supercharged Ford engine, and Ford is a company that does not make cars similar to Ferrari. After the CC8S came the Koenigsegg CCR. Koenigsegg created their own engine block based on this engine to achieve their claimed speed of 395 km/h. If you notice, this is just slightly more than their previous car. So, why did they put in so much effort? They did it to break the high-speed record set by the McLaren F1 in the 90s. And they achieved it on February 28, 2005, with their CCR, thereby earning a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest production car. However, this record was surpassed by Bugatti in November 2005, and the car held this record for a long time. Now facing Bugatti as their rival, Koenigsegg needed even faster cars, and so they created the CCX. Koenigsegg produced the CCX from 2006 until 2010, making 29 cars across different series. For the first time with this series, they were able to break the 400 km/h milestone. The first 3 models of the CCX reached up to a 400 km/h top speed, but their Trevita surpassed this with a claimed top speed of 410 km/h. Achieving this was challenging with the Ford-inspired engine block, which led them to develop a 4.7-liter twin supercharged V8 engine for the first time, capable of producing 795 to 1004 HP in their later models. Creating a performance engine of their own was a significant feat, especially for such a small company. This is evident when compared to similar-sized companies. For example, Pagani from Italy uses Mercedes-AMG engines. Apollo uses Audi engines. Many Maserati cars use Ferrari engines. And many Aston Martin cars utilize Mercedes engines, while the Lamborghini Urus's engine is made by Audi. These examples illustrate the difficulty of developing a performance engine. Nevertheless, Koenigsegg forged ahead with their own engine, marking just the beginning. The Agera arrived in 2010, equipped with a 5-liter V8 engine, so versatile that Koenigsegg produced it from 2010 to 2018, utilizing it in different special editions of the Agera. In the Agera, this engine produces 947 HP with a top speed of 420 km/h. This power and speed culminated in the Agera RS with 1341 HP and a top speed of 457.94 km/h. This car, during its test, broke Eat Bugatti's previous record. However, this is not the ultimate speed record for Koenigsegg, as the Agera was succeeded by the Regera, followed by the Jesko and Gemera. With the Jesko, Koenigsegg shattered all top speed limits, as this car can reach a claimed speed of 310 mph, equivalent to 500 km/h. Koenigsegg has not only produced over-engineered, powerful, high-speed cars, but also introduced numerous innovations every 5 years that even major sports car companies like Lamborghini might not have achieved. For instance, in their Regera, an 1800 HP hybrid hypercar, Koenigsegg installed a single-speed direct drive system. This car does not have a conventional gear system. It operates on a single gear ratio and accelerates from 0 to 400 km/h on a single gear. To make this possible, Koenigsegg invented their own highly rigid, over-engineered torque converter system, which they named Hydra Coupe. In addition to this, their battery pack is a masterpiece in itself. It can discharge 10 times faster than a typical electric car, allowing its high-powered motors to operate more quickly. Its regeneration is also 10 times faster than any other car. Moreover, the battery pack of this car weighs only 64 kilos, which is comparatively light. For instance, the less powerful McLaren P1 has a battery pack weighing 106 kilos. Similarly, Koenigsegg has created a 4-seater hypercar named Gemera, and they have implemented numerous innovations to save more space than in any of their other cars. For instance, the Koenigsegg Gemera's electric motor weighs only 28 kilos and is slightly larger than a soda can. Yet this single motor produces 355 HP. In addition, Koenigsegg has developed a 2-liter, 3-cylinder engine for the Gemera, which can produce 600 HP. This engine is the first of its kind, leading Koenigsegg to dub it the tiny friendly giant, as it generates an impressive amount of horsepower despite its small size. Beyond engine and power trends, Koenigsegg has introduced many other innovations. For example, they have created a flex fuel sensor that allows these hypercars to run on any flex fuel. Consider this. While today's sports cars require high-octane fuel, these hypercars are ready to operate on any flex fuel to be environmentally friendly. Furthermore, Koenigsegg has innovated auto skin hinges, which enable all of the Regera's moving panels to be controlled hydraulically, and the entire hydraulic system weighs only 5 kilos. All these innovations lead us to believe they could only be made by companies like VW, which have unlimited resources. Yet, what always astonishes me about Koenigsegg is that the company employs only 500 people. This small group of individuals creates innovations that can astonish even the largest car companies, proving that the quality of manpower is always superior to the quantity. So, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to our channel and following my Instagram. Like and share this video. If you're interested in a similar video about hypercars, comment below with the company name you'd like to see featured. Thank you.